See, I don't know where these have come from, but I fucking love this album or this song.
It's so great.
Yeah. Local geeks.
It's just amazing riff.
Yeah. I'm loving that. Cross. It's probably because it's picking up in the mic.
Yeah, he's playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very much liking this. If they ever decide to venture this way, I would definitely go and see them.
Yeah, they toured with Ween.
Wheatus.
Or was it Wheatus or Ween?
Wheatus.
Oh, Wheatus, yeah.
Then that must have mean they must have played Norwich, because Wheatus have played Norwich every time on the last tour.
Probably.
But if known that, I'd have gone to see these and then fucked off.
Yeah, they're kind of low key.
They're now like a full band instead of just two people. And a bunch of like drum machine awesomeness. They have an actual drummer.
Nice. But I keep umming and ahhing on whether to go see Baby Metal in July.
Oh, nice.
They're touring in the States, I think, as well.
Yeah, they're doing a one-off at Brixton, but it's 60 quid a ticket. I'm just like,
yeah,
it's a lot.
Rough. Yeah.
Because that's like travel to London, because it's Brixton, it's going to be a stay in London, because Brixton's an absolute arse to get back from, because it's the other side of London from where the train back to Norwich is.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah.
So that's a night in London on top of that.
Which is even more expensive than the ticket, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So yeah, what's gone from just a 50 quid gig ticket goes to at least a 150 quid night out.
Yeah. And it's like for Baby Metal, I don't know. I'm not. Some people just like go ape shit over them.
The thing is, I was really into it the first album, and was there for that. I didn't really like the second album that much.
Yeah, I guess the last tweet I heard, like, the new stuff is not as great. Like, not that great, actually.
But it's one of those of, do I want to go and see them? But at the same point, I'm doing driving lessons at the minute. So, that's 2 driving lessons if I think about the sort of all the money for a trip to London.
Yeah.
So
I know it, yeah.
It's weighing it all up.
Yeah.
And it's good that Matt, you picked some drinking music.
No, that's fitting.
It's like you know exactly what type of music I like.
I had an inkling. It's like, what would Chris enjoy? I'll go into like more detail in the show how I put this list together. But yeah, I thinking through fun. Like, oh yeah, I think they'll enjoy this.
Yeah, there's 7 of them have been saved to the show and tell been played list.
Oh, nice.
So it says a lot. Because that playlist is growing.
70%, not bad.
C, that's a C, man.
Well, technically, it was only out of 9 because one of them wasn't available on Spotify.
Oh, okay. So that's a B or C, a C plus.
A B plus, man.
Hello and welcome to episode 153 of Show and Tell with Tunes. And we are joined by Giggy Sun and Tyler Abstract once again.
Hello, universe.
We back, baby.
Back, baby.
And this time, Giggy Sun has brought the tunage.
I certainly did.
And we have opened up with the fucking wonderful Math the Band 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I needed that in my life.
I figure everybody needs a little bit of Math the Band in their life.
Yes, if not a little, a lot.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it was one of those when you sent over the songs, I was like, oh, let's have a listen to what he's done. And that opening moment, I'm like, yes, I'm just yes.
Smile on your face.
Yep. I also recommend checking out the video. It's up on like YouTube and Vimeo and stuff like that. It is also very, very entertaining and highly energetic as well. One of my favorite bands from the past, like, was 10 years.
Yeah.
We
And
first saw them.
We've seen them many a time in various places.
Yep. They're from Rhode Island, and kind of the structure of this playlist I put together is bands from New England. All these artists
Where
are
we
either from
Yeah.
Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, or Rhode Island. So very amalgamation of the region.
So local bands doing local shit, which is always good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so your next song after that is something completely different. You've gone with James Kay's Old Rider,
Mm-hmm.
which again ticks all my boxes.
I kind of figured. James Keys, yeah, he's from Worcester, Mass. Had like 3 albums. Also was this kind of punk band called the Numbskulls. And another side note, on like an old podcast I did called Shuffled, I interviewed both these bands, Math the Band one time, back when it was Kevin and Justine. That's now Math the Band, as a 4-piece band. Kevin's still in it. Justine's not part of the band anymore. I don't know if she's like still like, part of the band, quote unquote, but they also now they have like 2 other guitarists and a live drummer now. But James Keys I also interviewed like a long time ago at just like one of those like small like bar styled sets, singer-songwriter goes
just
to.
a restaurant bar. He's definitely an acoustic grinder, literally in the corner.
He'll play a Seeger or a Cash or whatever, what have you.
He's the stuff about. It's not like the like Peter, Paul, and Mary like acoustic. He has like a little stomp box.
Yep.
So
it's
like
getting down dirty,
hootenanny, kind of type.
Or as I refer to it, drinking music.
Yes, exactly. I mean, he was right next to the bar. Doesn't get more than drinking music than that.
Exactly. It's exactly what we need.
He had a drink with us. You interviewed him. That was such a great.
It was a good interview.
That was great.
I have those archived somewhere. I don't think they're online anymore, but I think I still have like the raw interviews, interview recordings, and also the edited shows I put together.
So
I'll put them up some.
So old school stuff somewhere.
Yep.
So in more of you left turning after left turn after left turn.
Mm-hmm.
STGLD, which I'm going to imagine is solid gold.
Still gold.
Oh, still gold.
Yep. Close.
Horrors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Off their new recently released album this year, the New Normal, which is they're a hip hop outfit from Boston, Massachusetts. One part Mo Pope, a MC on a lot of the lyrics for this track, and the Archetype, which does a lot of production work, guitar work, and also some other band members doing live drums and things like that. We saw them in the planetarium at the Museum of Science last year.
You heard it, folks. We saw them live in a planetarium.
That was fucking great.
That is something I've had a dream of like creating for a while. Just like, why not do shows in the planetarium? It has all the visual aspects, great sound system, and they did. It was a full band setup too, drummer, guitarist, everything. It was quite incredible.
It's so good, and
Exactly everything you
they're
need.
very.
Yes.
They're also a very like conscious band of like social issues and everything as well too.
Yes, they're pretty.
They can be in your
actually,
face and they pull no punches, and I appreciate that a lot about them. And the new normal is definitely a lot about current events kind of stuff. So, but I did like enjoy a lot of the like
It's
work
very
on
verbal.
horrors that you'll probably hear in just a second. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the song.
Yeah, it's one of those like wasn't expecting that, but I liked it. It was it's got that thing about hip hop that I like. That it's it's real. It's actually trying to say something. It's not just bitches and money and look at my rings and
party. I realize on a side note, I was really thinking about this the other day. In a lot of hip hop, I kind of realized there's not to separate it, but there's kind of like two roots of hip hop. There's party and poetry. There's like really, and most you can really tell if in the artist himself, if it's really based upon the party or the poetry. Rarely it's kind of like a crossover, even with like Wu-Tang and stuff like that. It's a little maybe the more abstract.
Yeah.
But like usually it's like ones that generally could just do spoken word, or other ones just in it for the just party with. I'm cool with both, but I kind of realized like a lot of it really kind of narrows it down to that, because it's like ones that really just focus on one or the other.
And I like that this one is also, you can pick apart the lyrics and be really introspective about it and think about like what they're saying, but you can also enjoy the beat and the flow and everything else too.
Yeah, it's one of those like, as you will have heard because I play it a lot, I fucking love Little John. But I never want to hear Little John trying to do something political. all I want him to do is shout, "Yeah, let's go!"
Yeah, let's drink.
And tell me about how much crunk he's drunk.
And the dude to be like, "Yeah, let's have another."
Yeah,
okay.
The most serious I want him to be is that song that he did when he rapped over "Rain in Blood." When he was basically just whinging about the fact that he had a really shit day. That's all I want from Little John. Whereas when I'm listening to Public Enemy, I don't want party.
No, exactly. You're kind of angry.
Yeah.
I want angry, and I want them telling me what it's like
society and its grudges, and I need to hear what I'm feeling. Yeah. Amen.
That sort of go with your thing there of party.
Yeah. Or
poetry.
Yeah.
So you follow that up with Apollo Sunshine Flip, which the first time I heard this, I was just like, yes. I may have played this song about 3 times in a row on the first playthrough.
Nice. I appreciate that, because Apollo Sunshine is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, I think they are one of my favorite. Like,
yep.
Not that's probably these guys are probably my number one like local band
of all
I'm
time.
Just proud of, and could have been huge, but just one of those things.
Yep. Like I played Sam Cohen long time ago on an episode with you, who was the guitarist of Apollo Sunshine. So this is like before they kind of like went their different ways. They formed this like band in like Boston, Andover area, very close to us. Yeah. And yeah, they just every single they did 3 albums. This is from their second one, their self-titled sophomore release. And yeah, they just have a style that almost is all their own, that is like sometimes very referential to past materials, but just so
if you're not like into the jammy stuff, it's okay. If you're not into the heavier stuff, it's okay. They really kind of like have that apex of.
They did get a song on
live shows are just
Breaking Bad, so they did make kind of royalties, so they kind of made it.
And it's cool. One of the bassist and keyboard and little electro box.
Yes, Jesse Gallagher
owns a live venue in Boston, which actually ended up being one of the first places I've ever performed in.
Yep.
And so still alive.
They're still kicking
doing their thing.
several things.
Yeah, just kind of separate.
Jeremy Black, I think, still runs the Green and Black record
Yeah.
label, which I don't know if has any other ones, but also worked on other bands like
Yeah.
Hello Echo.
Yeah, for me, they're total hometown heroes.
Sam Cohen's working with DJ Danger Mouse now, which is awesome and excellent. So yeah, just
the live shows were sick.
Yeah, they were always
and
so
we just
fucking
hang out
sick.
hang out with them after. Oh man, jeez.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. This was one of the first ones that was like, yes, into the safe forever file, because I'm all for this and definitely need to listen to a lot more of it. And then you are going shoegaze, as I'd expect,
Kinda.
with Capture the Sun, Aurora Borealis, aka the Northern Lights.
Aurora Borealis at this time of year, in this part of the country, and localized entirely on this patio. Yes. This was like it's kind of like a metal math rockish kind of band, and this is one of their more kind of faster tracks. We saw them in Lowell, and they're kind of like parts of Maine and New Hampshire. Kind of outfit. I don't know if they're still together or something like that. It was a couple of like a handful of years ago we saw them.
Yeah, it's an attic kind of, and dangerously cheap beers.
Yes, very dangerously cheap beers
for $1 or so.
That was a good night too. Like literally, like just like a block away from my like sister and brother-in-law's house apartment.
Like a minute.
Just like, oh, we'll park at my, go chill with my brother-in-law and then just go take a cruise and stroll down to the show.
Literally minimal commute. Cheap beers.
Yeah, these guys kind of like, they were the ones that I really like latched onto that night.
They're like Zelda core.
They played a lot of Zelda covers.
They love Zelda,
of course. And yeah, just fucking great.
Really good.
Who doesn't like Zelda?
Exactly.
If not, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly. So, solid gold.
Still gold.
Still gold, even.
I like them both.
Yeah, I know.
Solid gold. That's open. Somebody's got to take that MC name.
So yeah, still gold. Apollo Sunshine and Capture the Sun, and we'll be back very shortly with some more.
You want to try my iPad? Did you ring out battery?
Yeah.
With my microphone. You can plug into it. You can plug headphones into it to monitor.
Okay.
Right up.
Yeah.
Cool. I shall end this then. If you are,
let me go grab this.
You're gonna try the other,
and
then plug in for the second part.
Yep.
Cool. Back in the tube.
Got it.